of the 49ers and the Giants, and it's boiled down probably to this: a beautiful Bay Area afternoon as we get set for Monday Night Countdown.
Welcome to Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's.
San Francisco, California. Some people never escape from Alcatraz. And the beautiful sun-drenched city of San Francisco, the Bay Bridge, that's the Golden Gate Bridge. And yes, the 49ers and Falcons, the Niners know they're in the playoffs with a win tonight. They're still alive for their division. Look at this beautiful spot. The wind does blow every now and then, but when it doesn't, who would want to move from here? That's a whole nother story. We've got a lot to talk about here tonight as the farewell season has perhaps come to this in San Francisco. Held down a playoff berth and stay alive for the division tonight against the Falcons. They need to beat the team that they beat in the NFC Championship game last year. Different circumstances for sure. Candlestick Park, or as longtime Candlestick operations manager George Costa used to call it, Candle Rock. It's the most polarizing sporting venue probably in the history of all time. Truly a paradox. And definitely, Rick Riley, for over half a century, it's one of a kind.
The city of San Francisco had built the Giants baseball's first modern stadium, a brand new home called Candlestick Park.
Her address was 602 Jamestown Avenue, San Francisco, California. But why Candlestick Park was plopped down there, nobody could quite say. Born in 1960, she wasn't much to look at. Narrow concourses, too few bathrooms, and the kind of wind that could tip over a cow or a pitcher. Routine fly ball? No fly ball at Candlestick was ever routine. Then again, no fan at Candlestick was ever routine. She could be unfriendly, cold really. Her field was made of bluegrass, her fans even bluer. This is how cold Candlestick was. The Beatles played there in 1966 and never played another concert anywhere in the world again. But oh, the players she gave us. What other stadium in America was the playground of not one, not two, but three of the greatest American athletes since World War II? What other stadium gave us one of the most famous runs in football history on its field and one almost as famous off it? What other stadium hosted 27 NFL playoff games, 8 NFC title games, 2 All-Star games, and 1 earthquake?
I'll tell you what, we're having an earthquake.
Candlestick was like a candle itself. You never knew if it would stay lit.
The lights have gone out again here at Candlestick.
And like any candle, she had her meltdowns. She was damp and dank and often smelled like 3-day-old fish. But oh, the moments she gave us.
It's a touchdown for the 49ers! Kaepernick, 56-yard touchdown run!
Candlestick was hopelessly out of date, and yet she had this way of stopping time. Yeah, she wasn't easy to live with, but what you got in return was unforgettable.
Touchdown pass,
So goodbye to the chilly, batty, wonderful old dame at 602 Jamestown. And on to the bright young thing down the road. May she be half as much fun.
All right, Rick, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. And in 54 years, of course, the Niners moved here in 71. You saw Ronnie Lott. There's Bill Walsh, so many of the names. Hall of Famer John Henry Johnson. And I always liked him. I am old enough to remember Hugh McElhaney. Hurry and Hugh, part of the $1 million backfield in the late 50s. Kilmer and et cetera with the San Francisco 49ers, Joe the Jet Perry, and we could go on and on and on and on. But, I mean, the history, those are the Niners more at Kezar, those Niners. Steve Young and the Niners were here at Candlestick when you won. I don't want to say all the time, but you expected to win all the time. Can you boil down Candlestick Park, just walking on the field? Do you ever want to walk where you made that run, for example, or the throw to T.O., or what do you do when you come back?
You know, it's funny. I don't want to till today, because this is it. I have to either do it today or I'll never be able to do it again. So that's a funny feeling, as I never actually thought about having to have that, you know, being the end. And so until it's the end, you know, these emotions are a little different. I got to tell you, he's a 49er from 87 to 91, watching Joe Montana win 2 Super Bowls, and what I did for that team in the parts of the run against the Vikings. We were always playing the game at the end of the season that mattered, that decided home field, that decided about the playoffs, the teams that we came and saw, the Giants, the Packers, the Dallas Cowboys through the years, the LA Rams before they moved. All that stuff happened right here, and unless you've come to Candlestick, it's an old stadium. It's like Fenway in a way, right? It's kind of disjointed, and the seats are tight, and you know, and if you come to Candlestick, it becomes a part of you. I'm sure the people that go to Fenway Park feel the same way about. I feel the same way about Candlestick as I'm sure people feel about Fenway.
Candlestick Park, the Ring of Honor. We've shown you so many of the names, including the name of Dwight Clark, number 87, who, of course, authored his part in 49er history on this very field 32 years ago. Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers, 1981 champions. We were there.
The San Francisco 49ers prove once again why they have the best record in the NFL. Down by 6 points. With under 5 minutes to go, they had to go 89 yards for a touchdown. Well, the 49ers, in one of the best drives in NFL history, scored with under a minute to go, and they beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-27, and now it's on to the Super Bowl for the Niners.
Whoa. To quote Bob Dylan and the Byrds, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. All right, we had a little more hair. There were a few less pounds, but 32 years is 32 years. But in honor of the closing of Candlestick, we felt we should try this one more time. Now let me summon up the right mode. I think it went something like this. Once again, the San Francisco 49ers showed why they had the best record in the NFL. Down by 6 with under 5 minutes to go, they had to go 89 yards for a touchdown. But the 49ers, in one of the best drives in NFL history, scored with under a minute to go, and they beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-27, and now it's on to the Super Bowl for the Niners.
Boomer, settle down. What are you so excited about?
Well, didn't you see that Joe Montana hit Dwight Clark? Wait a minute, you're Dwight Clark.
Yeah.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
How are you?
Great to see you.
Aren't you excited about that? I know it was a few years ago.
I was 32 years ago, but yeah.
Well, listen, we're right here. I mean, can you show us where you went on that play?
Absolutely.
I mean,
I'd love to relive it one more time.
All right, you trust the quarterback? Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah, started about the 6-yard line, and a little bit of a pick play.
Right.
Freddie Solomon was the primary receiver. Came out this way a little bit. Circled back around, knowing that Joe was going to look for me if Freddie was covered. So then, as soon as he looked at me, slid back across to the end line. Touchdown, 49ers. Very cool.
You can still get up there.
Well, I'm glad you didn't make me jump.
Well, listen, you still got fans here that maybe were here at that time.
Yeah, I think tonight it's going to get a little crazy when they run that clip one more time.
Well, we can't see it enough.
Well,
nice to have you
man.
back here at home.
Well, thank you, and it's great being here. It's going to be a fun night, and I'm glad it's on ESPN.
Well, Dwight Clark, who caught the catch. Now to Stuart Scott. There were some others through time.
Thanks, Boom. Great stuff. There was the catch-2 98 playoff. Steve Mariucci and the Niners led 23-20 against the Packers. 2 minutes left in the game. Fourth quarter. Packers on the 49er 15-yard line. Brett Favre, pump fake. Antonio Freeman, holler. Pack up 27-23. 45 clock ticks left. Niners driving on their own 49. Steve Young, Hall of Famer. Jerry Rice, Hall of Famer. Jerry running towards the sideline. Fumbles as he goes down. Now, the refs say he was down before the ball came out. Take another look. Scott McGarrahan strips the ball from Rice. Looks like it maybe came out before the knee touched the ground. 49ers escaped without a turnover. Later, 14 seconds ago, Young, downfield intended for J.J. Stokes, almost picked off by Craig Newsome. Niners stay alive. 8 seconds left. Here it is, the catch two. Our guy, Steve Young, our colleague, our friend, stumbles, finds Terrell Owens. Owens. T.O. emotional. Niners win it 30-27. For more on that historic play, we go back.
Choose during the red. We'll go the whole distance.
I'll be T.O.
As I snapped the ball, I got stepped on by Chris Dahlman in the center. I went down like this, came back up, and there was T.O. right there. Obviously a little deeper than what we're doing here today. But do you remember what T.O. did when he caught it?
He was happy. He started crying. He ran over to Mooch and leaned on Mooch's shoulder. All those sorts of things. But, hey, for him, that was a great moment in his career, and I think at that point in time, it changed his career as a National Football player forever. He was a different player.
A lot of people don't realize that game, he dropped a number of passes, and I remember him coming to the sidelines. Steve, trust me, believe in me. I said, Terrell, you're the biggest, strongest guy in the field. You're going to get more chances. Then he got it. And he remember, for years, he'd come to me and say, hey, thanks for believing in me. And that was one of the great plays here at Candlestick Park as we close it down.
Well, Stu, it's a festive scene, as you might imagine. Candlestick Park is hosted at Chair Special Events. 8 NFC Championship games played here, 2 World Series, 2 Major League Baseball All-Star games. Now, the Stick was host to over 350 49ers games, almost 3,200 Giants games, even 10 Raiders games, and 1 Beatles concert. The final one in 1966, they closed with Long Tall Sally for your trivia buffs. And this venue's had a major role in the history of Monday Night Football. Tonight, the 36th Monday Night Football game played at Candlestick, more than any other venue. And the guys, well, Steve, we've seen all evening, and the greatest receiver of all time, Jerry Rice.
I'm happy to be here.
Look at you. You played in a few of these Monday Night, a few of these big games here. Welcome home.
Thank you. It feels good to be home.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
What's your first thought when you've been in here, but what's your first thought coming back tonight?
A little bit bittersweet because, there's so many great memories, with Dwight Clark making that catch. And we all know that Joe was throwing that ball away, but Dwight still went up and made that catch. Started the dynasty and just so many great ball games.
Well, look, we're going to talk with you guys in a minute. Some of the great moments here at Candlestick Park, not all of them necessarily football. 1962 World, look at the park. Open outfield. Oh, man, it was windy. Alvin Dark, Ralph Houck, the managers. Willie Mays, bottom of the 9th, 7th game, double to right. That's Roger Maris making the play. Matty Lou held at third. Down 1-0. Willie McCovey scorches it, but Bobby Richardson grabs it, and the Yankees win the 7th game 1-0. The Giants never won a World Series here at Candlestick. Then, of course, the earthquake, 5:04, October 17th, 1989, before Game 3 of the earthquake, Giants and the Oakland A's. 2 collapsed bridges with Mark McGuire, Terry Steinbach of the A's. It was Bob Lee and I were here. ESPN did a marvelous job. Oh, and then some guy made a run.
I remember this one.
1988. Tell us, Steve.
Jerry's like, I'm open. I'm open. Throw. And Jerry was open, and look what I did with it. I mean, Jerry.
Yeah, but watch this guy. This guy gonna come into the field. He made that last block that got you in the end zone.
I'm open, but I'm still gonna block for you.
That was all right, Steve. And then somebody broke a record against the Raiders on Monday night. Jim Brown's touchdown record, Jerry.
Yeah, Steve threw that perfect spiral, and I was able to go up and attack that football and bring it down, and the crowd went wild, and I had a chance to celebrate that with my teammates.
What a great, more touchdowns than anybody else, my man, Jim Brown. And we talked about it. We had Dwight reenact it. I was surprised. I actually threw it up there, and he caught it again today. Dwight Clark and the Niners started what was 2 decades of brilliance, and then this one, Steve Terrell.
Yeah, I had my popcorn. I had my popcorn and everything.
You're open there again.
I was open. I'm always open.
And then the other one, 2 years ago, the catch 3, Alex Smith to Vernon Davis. So we've had a few catches. Meanwhile, you think they're all back tonight? Willie Mays is in the house.
Whoa, boy.
Willie Mays.
Monday Night Countdown is served by Applebee's. Applebee's Spirit.
joining us on the last Monday night countdown of the season. You know what that means. It's the last Monday night game of the season. And for the legendary stadium we've all grown to love, the last regular season game at Candlestick. Hopefully some more memories tonight. Falcons-Niners on Monday Night Football.
Stand by, all cameras. Spin, rotate. Good evening and welcome to NFL Monday Night Football. It goes to Homer Jones.
It's an amazing event. It makes rock concerts look like tea parties.
What a show this man has put on tonight.
Ignition, we have liftoff.
William Perry fights the football.
Down this wall.
And nobody catches Bo.
Monday Night Football became a national phenomenon.
Are you ready for some football? He's got it! A record! He got it! Or you can take me now. I've seen it all. How crazy is this?
The Saints back in New Orleans, back in the Superdome.
Yes, we can.
Megatron into the record books.
I love pro football. Every year you discover a new star.
Seahawks win the most bizarre finish you'll ever see.
What a football game that turned out to be.
The Monday Night Football launch, engineered by GMC Sierra. The unmistakable vista on the edge of San Francisco Bay. Candlestick Park. For 54 years, it has hosted scores of great games and magical moments. And tonight, some of the men who helped make the Stick special are here to say farewell. Last scheduled game in this venerable ballpark. The defending NFC champion 49ers against the Atlanta Falcons. Hi, everyone. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Lisa Salters will join us on this very special night. We'll get to all the Candlestick stuff as we go on. But it's an the Niners will add to their numbers as we go into the Verizon Red Zone. The numbers of wins at home at Candlestick, 204, second to only the Bears at Wrigley Field back in the day. More history, no stadiums hosted more playoff games, no stadiums hosted more Monday Night Football games, the 36th and final here tonight. And you'll see an HDR telecast in high definition is presented by Verizon. And in a moment and throughout the night, the people, the place, the magical moments that have made Candlestick one of the special stadiums in American sports history. It's always about the game, but tonight the building gets significant billing. Final regular scheduled game at Candlestick Park. It's the subject of tonight's Windows Phone reinventing the game. You know, when Major League Baseball's Giants moved from New York to San Francisco, a new stadium needed to be built. They did it on the shore of San Francisco Bay at Candlestick Point. While the Giants were the primary tenant in the 60s, the AFL's Raiders played the first football games here in 60 and 61. When the Niners moved in for good in the 70s, it was part of a national trend, baseball and football teams sharing a stadium. Thus, Candlestick is one of the last places to see Hall of Famers in two sports call one place their home. As the Niners' 43-year run at Candlestick comes to an end here tonight, this is a night to remember the great coaches, players, and plays that made the place famous. Tonight, the venue for the Beatles' final full concert takes center stage itself for one last show. There might be an encore. Niners still alive to host a playoff game. A lot of things can happen, but in tonight's here they come. Pressure coming. Ryan gets rid of it for Douglas. It's fought for, and it's in the hands of Bowman, who's got all green grass. Navarro Bowman gonna take the Niners to the playoffs.
Unbelievable. 49ers come with an all-out jailbreak blitz. Forces the ball to come out quickly, and guess who? Bowman.
Job this season. There'll be a great ceremony here at Candlestick saying farewell to this ballpark. And you'll see some of that coming up on the GMC postgame next. on SportsCenter. John, thanks, man. Great way to end our 5th year together, pal.
Love you, man. Merry Christmas,
Same
Mike.
here, partner. And to all of you at home, what a great night to say farewell to Candlestick Park. Perhaps the final game played in this great stadium. John Gruden, Lisa Salters, and all the men and women of our Monday night team. Mike Tirico. One final time from the broadcast booth at Candlestick. Farewell.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.